This is Dan O'Leary with Asset Real Estate Services, and today we'll be dealing with the question, does a bankruptcy stop a foreclosure? But before we get into it, I do need to say that I am not an attorney. I'm a real estate broker and I'm a real estate appraiser, and I'm supplying this information just to customers for information purposes. If you are facing any legal issues, please do consult an attorney. Today I'll be talking about the four main things you can do to stop or how to deal with a foreclosure. And the first one is to obviously make up the back payments, basically bring the loan current. And obviously this is a question of whether you have the loan available, you can borrow the money, or you have the funds available to bring it current. It's a process of contacting the bank, asking them for the amount to bring the loan current, and they'll let you know, and those payments can be brought current. Also, a loan modification is a possibility at this point if you've never done one before. Sometimes they'll allow you to add the payments to like the back of the loan, or maybe make a little bit higher payment for a little while to make those up. A couple different types, but a loan modification is something that also is potentially out there. Several programs like this that have been implemented by most of the banks. The second thing that you can do is to sell the property quickly, whether it's with hooking up with a real estate agent, or if you know someone that wants to buy the house, or get the exposure of a real estate agent, or with a local investor. Local investors sometimes want to make like 70 cents on the dollar. They'll offer you $70,000 if your home's worth $100,000, something like that. But if you've got the equity, it's a way to do something very, very quickly. Most of these guys are ready to pay cash. A bankruptcy is something that we had talked about, and does it actually stop the foreclosure? And the answer to that is no. It puts it off. It delays the foreclosure. It doesn't really stop it. At some point, those payments have to be made back to the lender, and so it's a tool that if you see things changing in the future, maybe I just need a little more time to get this property sold, or I see that I'll be making more money down the road or something like that, it may be a good viable alternative for you. I would suggest if you're considering that to talk to an attorney. There's some complicated issues involved in the bankruptcy. It does affect your credit, and there's expenses to it, and budgetary items, but an attorney can help walk you through a lot of those issues. And then of course the fourth one is to actually do a foreclosure. There is a better alternative than just the foreclosure, and it's called a deed in lieu of foreclosure, or what that means is you deed the property back to the bank instead of them having to foreclose on it. Saves them a lot of headache and a lot of expense, and a lot of banks are willing to do that if it looks like there's going to be a real problem on the loan. So it's a good alternative, much better than having the foreclosure, which tends to be the atomic bomb on the credit report. So there you have it. You've got the four things that you can do if you're facing down a foreclosure. First of all, you can make up the back payments, bring the loan current. You can sell fast, whether it's through an agent, or if you can do some owner financing, or find an investor that wants to maybe buy it for cash. You can look at the bankruptcy option. Once again, you probably want to talk to an attorney about most all of these actually. And there's the deed in lieu, or the deed instead of foreclosure, which is oftentimes a real good alternative. But if you have any questions, we do have a report that kind of goes into a little more detail on all these. Give us a call. We'll send you out a copy. It's free. And we are at area code 915-592-0233. And it's our Stop Bankruptcy report. And we are a real estate consulting and valuation firm. So if you have anything that you need, please feel free to contact us. Thank you very much.